Come see. Look in the corner of the game. Look at that.
People to see you?
Yeah. Well, I'm broadcasting.
People watch your broadcast?
They go to my YouTube account. Let's see what we could do, fellas. Let's see what we could do. Hey, whenever we need to go eat crawfish, please
Don't let them go in the kitchen.
don't let them touch my game. Because my game is going to be shut off on rest mode. Down
Why you not gonna touch it again?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Go!
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's see. Let's see what they do first. Let's see how the game go. What's up, Madden World?
They go play action here on first down.
Ah! Intercept the ball! Come on, baby! Come on, baby! We must protect this house!
Right now, there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Mayfield to throw it. To the right side and complete to and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
How about the timing on that?
I like it.
Well, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On first down,
come on, you crazy?
and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles Chubb had a rookie season, but do you think it bothers him that he had 996 yards?
I'll guarantee you it bothers him. It reminds me of a runner by the name of Dave Hampton, who played for the Atlanta Falcons, who actually went over 1,000 yards in a 14-game season. They gave him the game ball, stopped the game and applauded for him, and then he took another carry and lost yardage and finished the season at 996 yards and never came close to 1,000 again.
But still, though, Nick Chubb, great season, finishing 10th in the league in rushing as a rookie.
And don't forget his signature run against the Atlanta Falcons, 92 yards for a touchdown.
comes to Chubb. It's a loss of 4 there.
Shut this shit.
Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
We'll take that. We will take it.
A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
3rd and long for Mayfield.
Are you tripping?
There's one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Are you tripping? Are you tripping?
35. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well.
Bad spin, D.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Ow! Show off! Show off then!
At varying levels.
Come on, man. Like taking candy from a baby. Everybody diving all on the ground.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. That running right through it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Breeze.
Bad.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Boy, you see the fake fuckery went on. Go.
He's at the 30, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So from one end zone all the way to the other.
Good score, pimp.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Well, as the dust settles for the New Orleans Saints on this season, yes, a lot of disappointment for the 2nd year in a row. But, you know, 13-3, #1 seed for the first time since 2009. Now, they did suffer the first home playoff loss under Breeze and Peyton after 6 wins, but a lot to be proud of this year for New Orleans.
No doubt about it. I mean, that team jumped
Come
out
on, Ted, baby.
Go. Well, let me rephrase that. After a season-opening disappointing loss to Tampa Bay, they ran off a heck of a streak and established themselves as the team to beat in the NFC. The only concerns going forward, will they get everyone back healthy? Remember, Sheldon Rankins, their exciting defensive tackle, got hurt in the playoffs. But the other part is, can they shake off the last 2 years of losses?
They holding on to the ball. Are you serious?
Minneapolis loss to the Vikings, and then the controversial non-call in the playoffs against the Rams this year. If they can put that behind them, they'll be a force again in 2019.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Breeze to throw. And Gibbs got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, is 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Breeze throwing on second down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's complete. It's Watson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Great play there. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
I gave up that 7. You ain't supposed to be on.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Oh, please.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half, 3-0 New England, Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, a 3rd team to win the year after losing the Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the
shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Anzalone able to run him down for a loss of a yard. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Throw it. Mayfield. Throw left side. Caught by the tight end in Njoku. And he'll get it out here, the 40 to the 39. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One thing to hope for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam down.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Over the middle is Fells. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Second down, Mayfield. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to.
18 seems like he's wasting.
Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one.
Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Take a field goal, man.
Right there on the coverage. He was straight all over it.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught.
Weak ass in the middle of the field.
Down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll get it up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return it, Alvin Kamara. Nice job there as he gets his one just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the 2nd straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
He knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, there was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach of the Year, I thought was a close vote, or probably should have been closer to me, because I thought Anthony Lynn from the Chargers deserved some respect, but Matt Nagy of the Bears, he ends up winning the award. They went 12-4 in his rookie season.
And then last one we need to mention, Chris Long of the Eagles, well-deserved Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. Congrats to all.
Yeah, how about that? Donated his first 4 game checks to fund a literacy program that donated free books and mentoring services for families. I remember last season, he donated every game check.
Come on, Ryan. Like, nigga, let's go get that shit, man. Sometimes I want it to get beat.
Now, a little time left on the clock. So the other side, they're thinking you'd like to get that lead right now.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kicks away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Football going back to the Cleveland Browns here. Let's take a peek back at last season. 7-8-1. We mentioned it earlier. They were a few breaks away from being a playoff team. Hard to believe. But now you go into the offseason for the first time in a long time, Charles, with expectations going into next year.
And how exciting does everyone actually have expectations rather than being just laughing stuff at the NFL? Everyone will take that, but you're right. What's the next step? With Baker Mayfield at quarterback, they believe they can contend for a playoff spot next year. They still will need some help on the defensive end, but what a great place they've started. Myles Garrett at defensive end, Denzel Ward at cornerback, both of them going to the Pro Bowl this season.
The Browns on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Mayfield down. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You gonna play football or you gonna play soccer? You gonna punt the ball with 24 seconds left on the 18-yard line, or you gonna play soccer? I figured you was a soccer player. I figured you was a soccer player. Sucker.
When you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first
I figured you was a soccer player. I figured. I'm looking out here. Folks, 5
on fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield.
Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing.
Cameron Jordan.
Don't quit now. Don't quit now. What you gonna quit for? It's 14-14. Don't quit now. Aw, you punk. Look at what he do, man. Your player conceded the game. Man, you poom poom. Come on, man. Can't even get a decent game, bro. Cool. Can't even get a decent game, man. Oh, man. See what about people on, man.
And my with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. I see you at the again. While you was sleeping on me, I made 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you gon' your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what plastic. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Washington Redskins. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Smith. And incomplete to open things up.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 35.
Hey, on.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
Dancing to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the 50, it's Smith. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They run again on first down. Peterson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Peterson ended up having a really good year, over 1,000 yards, which was 8th in the NFL in rushing. Of course, he was signed after the injury to Darius Geis.
Yeah, that happened midway through the preseason, and he came in and blew them away in a workout, and they wouldn't let him leave Washington, D.C. And guess what? They saddled him up 1,042 yards, his 8,000-yard season. You have to include a 2,000-yard season in 2012. He's now 8th all-time in rushing yards at better than 13,000 and 5th all-time in rushing touchdowns with 106. Do you know what his dad nicknamed him as a kid?
All day.
You got it. A.D. doing his thing in D.C.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Peterson, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Smith now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back to throw, Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Smith. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Alex Okafor in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Smith. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson from 10 yards out. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll.
21.
They get it to him running left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Marshall now, the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major of the season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pauvin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, Ibuprofen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know, if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it.
How about Pauvin, though, wins $100,000 for his efforts, also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day, unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pauvin. Way to go.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Smith on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try the air now with Smith. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Throwing is Smith. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Cameron Jordan. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Smith, buying time, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Demario Davis in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If